Hey, what's going on? Eric Cortina, Texas Barndominiums. So it's like 3:20 a.m. right now. I'm on the way to the job site. We are pouring concrete again today. But I just wanted to point something out. Everybody's always complaining about the traffic in San Antonio. And as you guys can tell, I'm in San Antonio right now. And there is absolutely no traffic. I mean, I am going 70 miles an hour straight through San Antonio. So, pro tip, if you don't want to sit in traffic, get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and drive. Well, that's not good. All right, so you guys saw what happened. I hit a deer on the way to the job site. Oh well, that's part of it. That hill country, there's a lot of deer. So anyway, we are around Fredericksburg today, and we are pouring some concrete. This is not a barndominium. This is an addition to an existing home. This is the first one we've done. The customer, we actually did some work for him and he really liked how we operate, so he wanted me to do the addition for him. I'm gonna tell you, he had to twist my arm really hard, but here we are. So anyway, let me show you this pour, because this one's a bit different. It is about 4 feet off the ground, because see, we have to maintain the same level as the existing home, okay? This home has a basement, so it's sitting up high. So we had to match that. We are not adding on to the basement or anything. We're just doing an addition here. Well, let me go show you some of that, and I'm also going to tell you what we do different on these tall pours as opposed to just kind of slab on grade type of situation. So let's go over there and I'll talk about it some more. All right, so as you can see, this is the existing home and we are adding this area here. They're going to start to put some plastic on the walls because we want to protect that from splash. You can see Manny's right over there. All you can see is just from his chest up. So this is about 4 feet off the ground, this slab. So what we're doing is the first 2 trucks, we ordered a 3500 straight sack mix, which is gonna dry faster, okay? And it's also very dry. So we're gonna start putting that concrete around the perimeter walls first. Okay, we wanna build that up and make sure that it gets stiff enough before we pour the surface, because we sure as heck don't want to blow these forms out. If you start pouring it too wet, you know, there's always the chance that you're going to blow out these forms. So that's one thing that you really need to watch out for. So space is kind of limited around here. You can see we have a lot of trees around us. So we have to get a pretty large pump to park it way over there. And he's having to reach all the way across here through these trees. There's an opening between the trees here, so he's able to get in through there. But so anyway, this is a bit more challenging than the typical barndominium pour that we do, where it's kind of wide open. So there was a wooden porch right under here, okay? We had to remove that, and you can see this this porch roof up here. We had to support that. So Darren, what he did is he got a couple of pipes, buried them in the ground. Before that, he actually had to support the roof. So what he did is he buried these pipes in the ground with concrete and attached them to the roof, and that's how he's supporting the roof now. Okay, so he transferred the load to these pipes, and now we're going to pour concrete all the way around. So these pipes are going to be embedded in concrete forever, and then when we close this off, then those pipes are going to get hidden by the new wall. So that was a pretty good way to go about it. Like I said, Darren handled that, and I think he did a good job with that. As you can see back there, he's running the vibrator. You have to be very careful with that vibrator. If you vibrate it too much, then you're going to lose all the benefit of the stiff concrete, and you could potentially blow out the forms just simply by vibrating too much. So be careful with that. You can see he's just dipping in and out just enough to make that concrete settle. Alright, so as you guys know, we use the roller tamper, but we still keep our jitterbugs because some places it's just easier to use a jitterbug. So for example here, as you guys know, we use these panel forms. Let me show you. The panel form is pretty high up here. So to run the roller tamper or the roller bug, it's pretty hard. So we use the jitterbug. So again, don't throw away your old tools. They're popular for a reason. So as you guys see, this is a fairly small pour. We're almost done pouring. It's only a 40-yard pour, but again, the difficulty is in the how high the slab is, and obviously the location, because all the trees and stuff. So that's what made it challenging. Alright, so as you can see, things are going pretty good here. We are using the 36-inch power trowel to trowel this one. It's not a very big slab, so we're just using the small trowel. Of course, we're using the pan. We already ran the bump cutter on this thing. One thing to note is this is not a Barndominium. This is a conventional construction, so you have to make sure that you get your anchor bolts in place. See, we have a door right here, that's why we don't have an anchor bolt in here, but you see these anchor bolts, they go all the way around. So make sure you get your anchor bolts in there. We put them in about every 3 feet. Anyway, don't forget those. So this is another reason that I got away from post tension, is you could not do this with post tension. Post tension, you have to leave the forms at least 24 hours before you pull them off. And obviously on a job like this, where, you know, we could get a lot farther ahead by tearing these forms down today, it's a lot better. You know, we don't fall behind, or we can actually make up some time. But anyway, I mean, I really like post tension, but I will do another video explaining why I got away from it. It was not because of performance, it was pretty much logistics. And like I just said, the fact that we wouldn't be able to do this right now like we're doing if it was post tension. So as you can see, the porch right here, it slopes this way, and of course we have steps coming this way, so that's why the top step right there looks like a pie shape, because the porch is sloping but the first step is level. Well, actually all the steps are level, so that's why it looks that way. But and then the steps slope towards me just enough to shed that water. But anyway, so that's where the steps are. We put some steps right here so that they can and of course they're gonna put some fill in here. That's why that first one looks a little big, but it's not gonna be like that when it's all said and done. So here's the damage to my car from the deer this morning. Maybe I can fix it, I don't know. I don't know if anything's broken, but anyway, that's what happened. I didn't break the headlight, so that's good. I don't know if you noticed, but after I did the CVT conversion on that little 36-inch, they're really liking that machine. I mean, that machine is perfect for this job, as a matter of fact, because it's small, but these guys are really liking that conversion. So anyway, do it to yours if you think it'll help you. So here's the concrete steps, and of course the porch. The porch is done. It's already been broomed. Just a light broom finish. said, they're working on the main slab now. I mean, it was a small slab, but as you guys saw, it required a pump, you know, and a lot of coordination because of how high it was, the trees and everything. So not all, you can't really judge a job by how many yards it took, because, you know, some of the hardest jobs I have ever done have been very small jobs in comparison by, you know, if you compare by yardage only, but they can be very complicated. So anyway, that's what we had here today, but we got her done. Well, almost. Now I gotta go deal with my truck, because as you guys remember, I hit the deer this morning, but oh well, part of it. All right, we'll see you guys next time. We are Texas Barndominiums.